Hi, I'm Paul Rimmer. I'm head coach at Next Generation MMA in Liverpool. I'm going to run through some techniques to help you maintain a better, stronger side control against your opponent who's looking to re-guard. Okay, so first thing that we're going to look at is some of the core principles of maintaining side control. So one of these things is to make sure that the opponent can't turn. Okay, once an opponent starts to turn onto the side and towards you, okay, this is where they can start to bring knees in and you can start to move the head away from you to help recover guard, okay? Ultimately, when you're looking to recover guard, you're looking to line up the hips with the head, okay? The opponent on the bottom is looking to get his head and hips in front of my hips and head, okay? So, the first thing that we're going to look at is the basic position, which a lot of people can miss the detail on, okay? It's easy for someone to just be on top of someone, trying to just hold on, okay? The first thing that we're going to look at is full position. So, a lot of the time, when you take side control, subconsciously, you're not thinking about your toes, okay? If I have my toes flat on the mat, as Harry hips out, I'm not going to be able to follow him, I'm just going to be able to get that knee in, okay? What I want to do is I want to activate the toes so that I'm automatically pushing towards him, so I go from here to here, okay? Now when he strips himself out, I can push from my feet to keep him still, okay? On top of that principle, we're going to add a principle with our chest to push, okay? So instead of lying flat on top of him, I want to push down and across, okay? Almost like I'm trying to roll him over onto his side this way. I want to encourage him to turn away from me and not towards me, okay? The more someone turns away from you, the more they're going to expose the back. The more someone turns in towards you, the easier it is for them to escape. So, in this position, I want to sink my chest down and then use it to roll and pull from the other side, using my toes to apply pressure, okay? This in turn helps me to turn the head at the same time, okay? As you can see, Harry's knees are automatically having to turn this way, because if he tries to turn his knees the other way now, it's very difficult for him to do, okay? Next, alongside that, we're going to use the principle of when we're in side control or when we're passing the guard to always try to reset his knees, okay? So just like with the shoulders and the chest that I just showed you then, when he turns his knees towards me, he's in a good position to move his head away and retrieve guard, okay? So, one of the things I look at the most is, how do I roll them back the opposite way? And one of the easiest ways to do that is to make sure that his knees always turn away, okay? So, imagine that I'm in side control and I'm going to use this principle. So my weight is on top, I have a hand holding his knee, Harry hips and turns towards me, and I push them back. He hips out and turns towards me, I push him back, okay? So, that can be quite difficult to do when your hands are here, okay? So a lot of time, when I pass, I'm looking to switch my arms to control the hip and sprawl on his shoulder. This means that this arm blocks this hip from being able to turn, so as he tries to shrimp and turn in, this is blocked, okay? Not only that, but because I'm so far away from him, almost in a north-south position, if my arm wasn't there and he tried to spin into retrieve guard, it's a lot easier for me to put that arm back in, okay? So, we are looking at going side, toes activated, turning him, switching this arm, bringing this hand, and I keep it straight against the mat. So my hand is open, driving into the mat, okay? I'm pushing against it. As he turns his hips, he can't move, okay? This side control is really effective, especially for taking mount, as I can see his legs really well, and I can time when he turns his knees to help me step over. Okay, we're going to look at using our legs to turn back his legs, okay? So, in the side control position, as I feel I haven't got a great grip, I haven't got the pressure, Harry starts to turn onto his side to bring his leg in, I sit through, okay? Now, I'm going to walk backwards and turn his legs. So I start to walk on my toes and turn his legs back the other direction. Whenever I pass to that position, I always try to make sure that I maintain doing that constantly. So, side control. As he turns in towards me, I sit through. Okay? I make sure that I've got control of this elbow. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to push off my toes on the mat, walk backwards. I'm catching his thigh with my hip, and then I start to turn my knee away, and then I circle back to side control. I'm going to do that from another angle. So here, as he turns, I scoop, walk back. I keep this leg out as a wedge. So if he tries to bring his knees back in towards me, he can't. If I have my knee on the mat, he may be able to shrimp out. This sort of frame drives my weight right across him. Thanks for watching this tutorial on maintaining side control. I'm Paul Rimmer from Next Generation MMA. This tutorial is brought to you by Warrior Collective. Check out www.nextgenerationmma.co.uk for more information on classes.